Welcome back. Now we have completed the unit testing for property controller. It still says it's 42% covered and you can write more test for it later on. But now we will move to the converter. So if I go to the converter layer, we have two methods for which we have to write the test. And here if we see there is no dependency with another layer. So this will be a very straightforward just unit test. We don't even have to write anything related to Mockito for our converter layer. So let's go ahead and write the test cases for our converter layer. First thing that we have to do now is to create the test class for our controller. So right click on it and just grab refactor, rename property controller and go ahead in the test file and create a package here called converter. And in here right click and create our class which is property converter test.java. So I think we forgot to give the type, so choose it from here and that should be fine. Or let me delete this and grab it new one so that it is better. So I will say private Java class. Yes, that's better. And test.java. Perfect. So now we have our test class. So let's annotate this with extends with and Mockito extension. So it will understand itself as Mockito is going to take care of running this test class. Next thing is we have to create the method. So we'll say void. Let's see which method we want to test first. So maybe this one, convert DTO to entity. So copy this, test. This is just a naming convention that we are following that this is the method we are testing. And scenario we can say success. And of course we need to annotate this with the @test. If you want you can give it a name with the @display name. So what we have to do now is we have to inject this property converter in our class. So we'll say private property converter and then we'll go ahead and say @inject mock so that Mockito is going to give memory to this. Now what we will do is we will just call property converter dot convert DTO. What is this test? Convert DTO to entity. So it's a convert DTO to entity. That's the one we are testing. So it's going to take a DTO and it's going to return us an entity. So we'll say property DTO property DTO equal to new of property DTO and we can set DTO dot set title. We'll say dummy DTO dot set price. Let's say something like this and we'll pass this to DTO and then what we expect is we will get a property entity. We'll receive that and now we can do some assertions. So first assertion that I would like to do is assertions dot assert equals I would like to say property expected is let's say this one, so I'm going to say DTO. So what should happen is whatever we passed in the DTO get price should be exactly same as property entities get price. Same way I could say assertions dot assert equals DTO dot get title should be same as property entity dot get title. Perfect. You could populate more fields of this and assert them here, but I will go with the basic bare minimum which helped me to test this. So let's go ahead and run our test. So I'm going to run it with run coverage. Now it will go here and then pass this DTO and it's going to populate the title and the price. Other things it will be null. So that's fine. We don't have to worry about them. So our test is passed and of course our test or our coverage is also fine. So we see it is got covered. Similarly, we can write the test for this one as well. So let's go ahead and do that in the next video. Thank you.